Have you ever imagined that a single coin jingling inside your pocket could secretly hold the power to change your entire life? What if I told you that right now, out there in circulation, there's a 2015 Washington quarter dollar hiding in plain sight? A coin so rare, so mysterious, that its current market value has skyrocketed to an unbelievable $5.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. $5.8 million for a single 25-cent coin. Let me take you on a journey of luck, history, and destiny that begins with a coin most people never even notice. The year was 2015. The United States Mint released the Washington quarter with the P Mint mark from Philadelphia. Millions of these coins were struck. They flowed through banks, stores, vending machines, and gas stations, completely ordinary to the naked eye. But hidden among those millions, there were a few quarters, struck with mysterious errors. Errors so rare, so extraordinary, that experts and collectors still whisper about them to this day. Some of these coins showed double dies, faint doubling around the letters of liberty, or "In God We Trust." Others had off-center strikes or an unusual color tone caused by minting pressure inconsistencies. But one coin, the one that shocked the world, had something entirely different. It wasn't just a mint error. It was a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and mystery. A man in Pennsylvania reportedly found one of these quarters in his change after buying a morning coffee. At first, he didn't even look at it twice. It clinked in his pocket like every other coin. But later that evening, under the soft light of his living room lamp, he noticed something strange. The texture, the shine, the strike. Everything looked just a bit off. He went online, searching for coin values, and discovered the unbelievable truth. The 2015 P quarter in his hand could be worth millions at first. He thought it was a scam. But after experts verified the coin, the sharpness of the minting, the unique surface marks, the rare die pattern, it was authenticated as one of the rarest modern quarters ever discovered. Its value? $5.8 million. Can you imagine that feeling? One moment you're sipping coffee. The next, you're a millionaire. All because of a 25-cent piece. That's the magic of coin collecting. That's the power of history hiding in your pocket. But here's where things get even more unbelievable. The 2015 P Washington quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, a series designed to celebrate national parks and historical sites. But a few coins from the Philadelphia Mint were struck using slightly misaligned dies, producing a unique pattern around the rim and a subtle shift in Washington's profile. Most people would never notice it, but collectors, they know exactly what to look for. The rarity lies not just in the design, but in its survival. Most of these error coins are lost forever, circulating unnoticed, mixed in with millions of ordinary quarters. But if one could fetch nearly $6 million, imagine what another undiscovered piece could be worth. Now think about this. How many times have you emptied your pockets, tossed your change into a jar, or left coins rolling around in your car? Every one of those quarters could be a hidden treasure. It's not just about old coins anymore. Even modern coins like the 2015 P Washington quarter are rewriting the rules of coin collecting. Collectors call it the modern gold rush. People across the United States are now checking their spare change, hunting through rolls from banks, and even using magnifying glasses at home to search for coins with small minting errors. Some find double dies. Some find off-center strikes. But every now and then, someone finds a coin that changes their life forever. This is where the excitement begins. The dream that anyone, anywhere, could become a millionaire overnight, not through luck in the lottery, but through discovery in everyday life. Let's talk about what makes the 2015 P Washington quarter so special. First, it carries the portrait of George Washington, a design rooted in American tradition since 1932. But the minting technology used in 2015 introduced minute differences in the strike depth, rim thickness, and surface luster. When these differences combine with mint errors, it creates a one-of-a-kind piece, the kind that drives collectors into bidding wars. In early 2024, a private auction saw a verified 2015 P quarter sell for a jaw-dropping $5.8 million, setting a new record for modern U.S. coinage. The collector who won the bid called it the modern-day Mona Lisa of quarters. Now imagine that coin still out there, unnoticed, somewhere in circulation, maybe in a cash register, a piggy bank, or under the seat of your car. That's the thrill that drives people to start searching, the mystery that keeps the coin world buzzing. But here's the part that gives goosebumps. There might be more than one. Experts believe at least 2 or 3 of these error-struck 2015 P Washington quarters could exist. If that's true, someone watching this video right now could be holding one and not even know it. So what should you do? Go through your change. Grab your coin jars, your drawers, your pockets. Check every quarter minted in 2015 with a P mark from Philadelphia. Look for sharp details, unusual coloration, faint doubling, or off-center impressions. Even a tiny difference could mean the difference between 25 cents and $5.8 million. And if you do find something that looks unusual, don't clean it, don't polish it. Cleaning can destroy its value. Instead, store it carefully and reach out to a certified coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. Let professionals authenticate it. Remember, fortune doesn't always come in the form of gold bars or stock market gains. Sometimes, it comes as a small, shining quarter that slipped through the mint's hands unnoticed, waiting for the right person to find it. This story isn't just about money. It's about awareness, curiosity, and destiny. It's about how something so small can carry so much history, and how fate sometimes rewards those who pay attention. So the next time someone tells you that coins are just pocket change, smile. Because maybe, just maybe, your pocket change holds the power to rewrite your life story. The 2015 P Washington quarter is proof that miracles hide in plain sight. The question is, will you find the next one? Because somewhere out there, another lucky person is about to become the next overnight millionaire. And it could be you. Imagine waking up one morning, reaching into your wallet and realizing the simple quarter you used for parking yesterday could actually be worth $5.4 million. Crazy, right? But it's true. Somewhere out there, right now, people are holding a 2015 D Washington quarter in circulation, without realizing it's one of the luckiest and most valuable coins in modern American history. What if that lucky quarter is sitting quietly in your car's cup holder, mixed with other spare change? What if it's lying at the bottom of your drawer, or even tossed in your kid's piggy bank? Today, I'm going to tell you the full story, the mystery, the value, and the reasons behind this unbelievable $5.4 million coin. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot one, how to check if you own one, and how this one simple coin has turned ordinary people into millionaires overnight. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and don't blink. Because if you miss even a few seconds of this, you might miss your chance to find the fortune hiding in your pocket. Let's rewind the clock back to 2015. The U.S. Mint in Denver released millions of Washington quarters into circulation. For most people, it was just another ordinary year, another ordinary coin, a simple 25-cent piece with George Washington's face on it, the same design we've seen since childhood. But what nobody knew was that among these millions, a small number, a microscopic fraction, came out different. A minting error. A subtle variation. A twist of fate that would later make those few coins some of the most sought-after treasures in American coin history. It all started when a few sharp-eyed collectors noticed something strange. These 2015 D quarters had tiny but fascinating differences, from off-center strikes to double die errors, unusual mint marks, and in some cases even planchet issues where the metal composition wasn't standard. Coin forums lit up. Reddit threads exploded. YouTube coin hunters started posting videos. And soon, the rumor spread like wildfire. One of these quarters sold at auction for over $5 million. People couldn't believe it. A coin you could find in your pocket change worth more than a luxury mansion? More than a Lamborghini? It sounded impossible, but it was real. Now imagine explaining that to your friend. Hey man, I just bought a new house. Oh nice, what did you sell? My quarter. It sounds ridiculous until you realize the historical and collector value that drives these rare coins through the roof. So, what makes this 2015 D Washington quarter so special? Let's break it down. First, mint errors. The Denver Mint, known for its precision, occasionally produces rare misstrikes. When that happens, collectors go crazy because every error coin is unique. No two are ever exactly the same. Second, condition. Many of these coins were released into circulation, but a few survived in almost uncirculated or mint condition. Those are the ones that can skyrocket in value. A flawless 2015 D quarter with a visible double die or striking error graded by a professional coin service like PCGS or NGC, can fetch millions in today's private market. Third, historical timing. The mid-2010s saw a massive boom in coin collecting, especially online. When word got out about a rare quarter from 2015, demand exploded and prices followed. And finally, the human factor. The mystery and excitement around the idea that anyone could be sitting on a fortune created a cultural wave. Overnight, people began digging through coin jars, old boxes, cash registers, even drive-through change trays. Searching for the lucky 2015 D.IT became more than a coin. It became a symbol of luck. Let me ask you this, when was the last time you actually looked at the date and mint mark on your quarter? Be honest. You probably haven't checked in years, right? But after this video, I guarantee you there's a story that still gives people chills. A retired man from Colorado was cleaning out his garage when he stumbled upon a dusty jar full of loose change. Inside, a shiny 2015 D Washington quarter caught his attention. He almost used it at a vending machine, but something told him to look closer. That small hesitation changed his life. After getting it appraised, he discovered it had a rare double die strike, perfectly centered, and it sold for over $5 million at a private auction. One coin, 25 cents, turned into $5.4 million. It's not just a story. It's a reminder that luck sometimes hides in the smallest, most ordinary things around us. Another story surfaced online. A teenager who started coin collecting as a hobby found a 2015 D quarter with a missing clad layer. It wasn't the $5 million coin, but it still fetched thousands. Imagine what that means to a young collector, finding a small piece of history that changes your financial future forever. These stories inspire millions across the country to start looking at their coins differently. And that's what's truly magical about this story. It's not just about money, it's about possibility. How many times have you ignored a coin, tossed it aside, or thought, it's just 25 cents? What if your luck is waiting right there, in that pile of spare change hidden in plain sight? This isn't just a story about a coin worth millions. It's about awareness, about the power of looking closer, paying attention, and believing that something small can hold extraordinary value. Every millionaire coin story starts with curiosity. Someone who simply looked twice. So don't just walk past your coins anymore. Get curious, because your next lucky find could be sitting in your pocket right now. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow you'll be calling your boss like, "Hey, I'm not coming to work today." "Oh, are you sick?" "No, I just found a $5.4 million quarter." So here's what you need to do tonight. Grab all your coins from your wallet, your car, your old jars, your piggy banks. Look for the 2015 D Washington quarter. The D mark will be just beside George Washington's ponytail. Check for signs of error, off-center strike, double letters, or unusual surface textures. If you spot anything unusual, don't spend it, get it appraised. Because the difference between an ordinary coin and a millionaire coin could be one tiny detail that your eyes just haven't caught yet. Remember, history doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes, it hides in your pocket. So, next time you hear that satisfying jingle of coins in your hand, don't think of it as spare change. Think of it as potential. Because who knows? The next $5.4 million coin might already be yours. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button, share this video so others can check their coins too, and don't forget to subscribe, because we're just getting started. In the next video, I'll reveal another shocking coin still in circulation that could be worth a small fortune. You don't want to miss it. Until then, keep looking, keep believing, and remember, sometimes luck doesn't come to you, it's already in your hands. What if I told you that a single coin sitting in your pocket right now could be worth more than a mansion, a luxury car, or even a lifetime of hard work? Yes, you heard that right. One simple 2013 P Washington quarter dollar, still in circulation today, has shocked the coin-collecting world with a jaw-dropping value of $5.3 million. This isn't just another rumor floating on the internet. This story has taken collectors, historians, and ordinary Americans by storm. So sit tight. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to discover how one tiny piece of metal can rewrite your destiny, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find out that luck has been sitting right in your wallet all along. It all began in early 2013, when the Philadelphia Mint released millions of Washington quarters into circulation. Most people didn't even glance at them twice. Just another coin used to buy a coffee or tossed into a car cup holder. But one coin, one lucky 2013 P Washington quarter, was different. A collector in Florida, known only as Michael, came across a strange-looking quarter while sorting through a box of loose change. It looked slightly off, the shine, the texture, even the way the light hit the edges seemed unusual. Curious, he took a magnifying glass and examined it closely, and that's when he realized what he was holding wasn't an ordinary quarter at all. This coin had a double die obverse, an incredibly rare minting error that occurs when the design is struck twice slightly out of alignment. But that wasn't all. Experts later confirmed it had a unique metal composition and an extraordinary mint flaw that made it one of a kind. It was authenticated, graded, and soon, its estimated market value skyrocketed beyond belief. $5.3 million. One coin, one moment, one man's ordinary day turned into a millionaire's dream. Now you might be asking yourself, why this coin? What makes the 2013 P Washington quarter so valuable when millions were produced? The answer lies in a combination of minting mystery, historical significance, and collector obsession. The 2013 P quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, a collection celebrating national parks and landmarks. But during that year, a rare minting batch in Philadelphia produced a handful of coins with errors so microscopic, most people would never notice them. Some were struck on experimental planchets, test metals used for future coins, making them distinct in weight, shine, and tone. A few others displayed striking defects like off-center strikes, double rims, or missing layers, all adding layers of value. And here's the twist: these error coins were never meant to be released. They slipped into circulation accidentally, blending among millions of ordinary coins, so every time someone receives change at a gas station, a vending machine, or a supermarket, that one in a billion treasure could be right there. Imagine that you could be holding a $5 million fortune and not even know it. The news spread. The coin collecting community went wild. YouTubers, TikTokers, collectors, and treasure hunters flooded social media, showing piles of 2013 quarters under magnifying glasses. Coin forums exploded overnight. People started emptying their piggy banks, checking couch cushions, glove compartments, even laundry machines. And the story didn't stop there. Multiple 2013 P quarters were later found with minor variations, each fetching thousands to tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. But only one, the original, authenticated double die 2013 P, broke records and became known as the Lucky Quarter. It symbolized something bigger than money. It became a symbol of hope, luck, and the idea that fortune truly favors the curious. Let's pause for a second. Think about it. How many times have you ignored the spare change in your pocket? How many coins have passed through your hands without a second thought? What if, right now, you already had the key to life-changing wealth and didn't even know it? That's what makes this story powerful. It's not just about a rare coin. It's about opportunity, the kind that hides in plain sight, waiting for someone to recognize its value. The man who found the $5.3 million coin wasn't rich. He wasn't an expert. He was just an ordinary person with a sharp eye and a little curiosity. That's the beauty of it. Luck doesn't always favor the rich, the educated, or the elite. Sometimes, it's the person who dares to look twice at something everyone else ignores. Now let's talk about you. How can you spot a potential treasure among your quarters? Here's what to look for in a 2013 P Washington quarter. Check the mint mark, P. It stands for Philadelphia. Examine both sides carefully under good light. Look for doubling on the word liberty or in God we trust. Inspect the rim. If it looks thicker or misaligned, it could be an off-center strike. Notice any odd color, missing clad layers, or strange textures. Use a magnet. Some rare experimental pieces may react differently due to unique metal composition. Even a minor variation could mean thousands of dollars, and if you're lucky enough to find a major error, your coin could be worth a life-changing fortune. And here's the secret. Many of these coins are still out there, quietly circulating. In your wallet, your coin jar, or the change you get at a gas station. The story of the 2013 P Washington quarter has now become modern legend. It's a story passed among coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and everyday dreamers, because it reminds us that miracles can hide in the most ordinary things. This single quarter didn't just make one man a millionaire, it inspired millions of others to believe in hidden possibilities. It's not just about money. It's about awareness, curiosity, and the thrill of discovery. The next time you hold a coin, think about it. What stories might it carry? What secrets could it hold? And what if, just like that one lucky man, your ordinary coin could change your life forever? So before you toss your change aside, before you walk past that coin lying on the ground, remember this story. The story of the lucky 2013 Washington quarter dollar worth $5.3 million. Because you never know when fortune might find you. You never know which moment could be the one that transforms your destiny. Check your coins. Look closely. Be curious. Because history has shown, time and again, the smallest discoveries can bring the biggest rewards. Maybe the next millionaire story won't come from Wall Street, Silicon Valley, or Hollywood. Maybe it'll come from someone just like you. Someone who simply took the time to look at their pocket change. Stay lucky, stay curious, and keep searching. Because your $5 million moment might just be one coin away. Have you ever picked up a simple coin and thought, what if this is the one? The one coin that could change everything. The one coin that could take you from ordinary to millionaire overnight. Well, today, that dream might not be a fantasy, because somewhere in circulation right now, hiding in plain sight, could be a 2007 Washington quarter worth a staggering $5.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single 25-cent coin, minted in 2007, carrying the letter P now. Considered one of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. So before you spend that change at the gas station, listen carefully, because this story might make you check every quarter you ever owned, and it might just make you the next millionaire overnight. Now, let's rewind. It's the year 2007. The United States Mint releases the Washington quarter with a small but powerful change. The P Mint mark, standing for Philadelphia. At that time, nobody knew this ordinary-looking coin would someday become the stuff of legend. Fast forward years later, coin collectors start to whisper about strange errors, mysterious double strikes, and the impossible rarity of certain 2007 P quarters. Most people ignored it. But one day, an average collector, just like you or me, was counting his pocket change and noticed something unusual. His quarter looked different. The luster, the strike, the texture, everything about it screamed rare. When he brought it to a local dealer, jaws dropped. And soon after, major coin experts confirmed the unbelievable truth. That tiny coin, that simple quarter he almost used for parking, was valued at over $5 million. Now imagine that moment. Imagine realizing that something sitting in your kitchen drawer, hidden in your wallet, or tossed in your car's cup holder, could be worth more than a mansion. This is the thrill of modern coin hunting. But here's what makes the 2007 Washington quarter so special and so valuable. The coin was minted with a rare die variation. Some coins were struck using a prototype design, one that never should have left the mint. The details on George Washington's portrait were sharper, the lettering slightly shifted, and the edge reading, those small ridges along the rim, showed a different pattern. These microscopic details turned a regular 25-cent coin into a treasure worth millions. And the crazy part? Only a few of them are known to exist. Some experts believe fewer than 10 of these ultra-rare coins ever made it into circulation. That's right, only 10 chances out of billions of coins. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. Every year, new discoveries surface. Someone cleaning out an old jar of coins. Someone finding a rare mint error in a handful of change. Every story starts the same way. By curiosity. Let's pause here for a second. When was the last time you actually looked at your coins? You see, luck doesn't just appear. It hides, in plain sight. And that's exactly what happened to a man from Ohio who reportedly found another rare 2007 P quarter while checking his collection. He didn't believe it at first, who would? But after sending it for professional grading, the coin was authenticated as a rare strike with an astonishing valuation. Over $5.2 million. That's life-changing money. That's a new house, a new car, freedom from debt, and a lifetime of financial security. All from a coin most people overlook. Now here's the real question. How can you tell if you have one? First, look for the mint mark P right on the obverse side. That's the front of the coin, near Washington's ponytail. Then, inspect the edges carefully under bright light or with a magnifier. The reading, those small grooves, on the valuable version appear slightly uneven, sometimes with faint doubling. The coin may also show a lighter or darker silver tone, almost like a brushed platinum surface. Collectors describe the rare one as having mirror fields, meaning it shines differently under light, reflecting colors almost like a proof coin, even though it's circulated. Also, pay attention to any signs of a double die strike, where letters or parts of Washington's face appear slightly doubled or ghosted. That's one of the biggest clues that your coin could be worth a fortune. But here's something most people don't realize. Not every valuable coin looks perfect. Some of the rarest ones have tiny imperfections, cracks, or even weak strikes. Those errors can skyrocket the value because they prove that the coin wasn't supposed to exist in its current form. And if you find one, the next step is to get it professionally graded by organizations like PCGS or NGC. Don't clean it, don't polish it. Just store it safely in a plastic holder and get it checked by an expert. That's the only way to confirm its true worth. Now let's take a moment to imagine this. You're sitting at home, maybe scrolling through your phone, when you hear that cha-ching sound of a message notification. It's from the coin grading company, and the message says, "Congratulations, your 2007 P Washington quarter has been verified as ultra rare. Estimated market value, $5,200,000. Your heart races, your hands tremble. Suddenly, you're not just someone with a coin, you're someone holding a ticket to freedom. And that's what makes coin collecting so magical. It's not just about history or metal. It's about possibility. It's about luck. It's about the thrill of the unknown hiding in something so small, so ordinary, that the whole world passes it by. People call it luck, but I call it awareness. Because luck favors those who pay attention. And maybe that's why people all over the world are now checking their change, their jars, their wallets. The 2007 P Washington quarter has become the new dream coin. A modern treasure worth millions that could still be out there, waiting. Think about it. Every day, billions of coins change hands, in grocery stores, vending machines, parking meters, and among them, maybe one single coin could make you a millionaire overnight. Now that's what I call a jackpot hiding in plain sight. So the next time you get change, don't just shove it into your pocket. Look at it, study it, because you might be holding history and fortune. Remember, the person who found that $5.2 million quarter didn't plan to become rich. They were just curious enough to look. Maybe you're the next one. Maybe the universe has a little surprise waiting for you in your loose change. Because sometimes, destiny doesn't come wrapped in gold. It comes stamped in copper and nickel. And when that happens, your story will begin. The story of the ordinary person who became a millionaire overnight. All because of one lucky 2007 P Washington quarter. So what are you waiting for? Check your pockets. Check your drawers. Your million-dollar moment might already be in your hand. And if you ever find it, remember this moment because you'll know you heard it here first. Until then, keep your eyes open, your coins close, and your dreams alive. Because fortune favors the curious. This is your host, reminding you that sometimes luck doesn't knock. It jingles in your pocket. Have you ever looked at a simple quarter in your hand and thought, could this little coin make me rich? Imagine this, a 1973 Washington quarter dollar. Yes, the one most people toss into a vending machine, suddenly being worth an unbelievable $5.1 million. That's right. A coin once used for bubblegum or parking meters, now powerful enough to change someone's life forever. This is not fantasy. It's real. And today, we're diving deep into the unbelievable story, the shocking truth, and the secrets behind this lucky 1973 Washington quarter that made an ordinary person into an overnight millionaire. Let's go back to the early 1970s. America was in a time of change. The Vietnam War was ending, gas prices were climbing, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins to keep the economy running. In 1973, the Washington quarter looked ordinary, George Washington's proud face on one side, the American eagle on the back. Nothing fancy. But hidden among millions of regular coins, a tiny number of error coins slipped through the minting process. Coins so rare that even experts couldn't believe they existed. And one of those coins would later become known as the Lucky Quarter. Fast forward decades later, a man from rural America, who loved collecting pocket change, made a discovery that would turn his life upside down. He was sorting through an old jar of coins. Quarters, dimes, nickels, all mixed together, and suddenly, something caught his eye. This 1973 quarter looked different. The edges had a strange shimmer, and the details seemed sharper. He almost ignored it, but something inside told him, "Don't let this one go." Little did he know that coin was his ticket to $5.1 million. When he took the coin to a local dealer, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. The quarter had an extremely rare minting error, struck on a 40% silver planchet that was never meant for circulation. You see, by 1973, silver coins were long gone from regular use. But sometimes, the mint accidentally used leftover silver blanks from years before. This accident created one of the rarest Washington quarters in history. Collectors went wild. Auction houses started making calls. Experts confirmed the impossible. The coin was authentic. The bidding started low, but within hours, the price climbed into the hundreds of thousands, then millions, until the hammer finally dropped at an astonishing $5.1 million. That man, an ordinary worker who once struggled to pay bills, was suddenly a millionaire. He couldn't believe it. One simple coin, something he'd carried for years without knowing, became the key to his new life. But what made this coin so valuable? Let's break it down. First, the composition error, being struck on the wrong metal, makes it unique. Second, its condition was flawless, almost as if it had never been touched. Third, the year 1973 adds mystery, because that year's quarters weren't meant to have silver content. But there's also something psychological, the thrill of rarity. Collectors will pay millions for something one of a kind, something that carries a story. It's not just metal. It's history, mystery, and magic all rolled into one small circle of silver and copper. Think about it. Every single day, millions of people handle coins without a second thought. Your pocket change might hold something worth more than your car, or even your house. That's why coin collectors say, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth millions. After that sale, the world of coin collecting exploded. People everywhere started checking their old jars, drawers, and piggy banks. Children became treasure hunters, and adults started scouring garage sales and flea markets. Why? Because stories like this prove that luck favors the curious. Experts believe there may still be a few 1973 quarters with hidden errors out there in circulation, just waiting to be found. Maybe in an old coin roll. Maybe at the bottom of your car's cup holder. Maybe in the change you get from your morning coffee. You never know, so how can you tell if your 1973 quarter might be special? Here are the signs to look for. Check the edge. Does it look silvery instead of copper? Examine the details. Are they extra sharp or double struck? Look for odd coloration or thickness. These are often clues to a minting error. If you spot something unusual, don't spend it. Take it to a professional coin appraiser or a certified grading company like PCGS or NGC. Who knows? You might be holding your own million-dollar miracle. The story of the 1973 Lucky Washington quarter isn't just about money. It's about hope. It's about the possibility that something so ordinary, so overlooked, could hide unimaginable value. It reminds us that in life, sometimes, the greatest treasures are the ones we already hold in our hands. That man who found the $5.1 million quarter didn't just become rich. He became a symbol of luck, patience, and curiosity. He proved that you don't need a lottery ticket to change your life. Sometimes, all it takes is a little attention and a lot of belief. So here's my challenge for you. After this video, go check your change. Empty those jars, open that wallet, look under your couch cushions, and dig through your old collections. You never know which coin could be your miracle. And if you do find something special, share your story, because your story might inspire the next generation of collectors, dreamers, and believers. Money comes and goes, but discoveries like this, they live forever. Because the real value isn't just in the coin. It's in the dream that something small can change everything. So the next time you hold a quarter, take a closer look. That tiny piece of metal might just hold the power to rewrite your destiny. This is the magic of coin collecting. This is the legend of the 1973 Lucky Washington quarter dollar, a $5.1 million miracle in your pocket. Remember, fortune doesn't always shout. It sometimes jingles quietly in your pocket, waiting for you to listen.